Welcome back, YouTube. Sensei Domino here. Today I'm going to be showing some of my baseball card pickups that I've received over the last couple months. We'll start with a TTM. This one comes from Tampa, Florida. It's postmarked November 19th, 2024. The initials are CF. Really happy to get this one back. And it's Cecil Fielder. This 1986 Fleer rookie card has really sort of meant a lot to me because in 1991, I had a chance to meet Cecil Fielder after a Texas Rangers game. And originally, he wasn't going to do any signing, but I ended up following him all the way to his hotel, up the elevator with him and his family, all the way to his hotel room. And before he shut the door, he ended up signing this card for me. Not this one, but the 1986 Fleer. And I'm not sure what happened to the original one. Maybe I traded it, maybe I sold it, I'm not sure. But really happy to get this back in my collection. Of course, you see that Corey Snyder has also signed this card as well. That was a TTM probably 2 years ago. So really happy to have this card signed, especially by both players now. Really kind of a special card for me. Also, he signed his 1986 Donruss rookie. His signature really hasn't changed over the last 30 plus years. Sorry about the focus. And here's another double auto. This is a 1992 Upper Deck. Originally signed by the Chicken, Ted Gianolis, and his amazing penmanship. And now it's signed by Cecil Fielder as well. So thank you so much, Mr. Fielder. Really appreciate you taking the time and absolutely ecstatic to add these to the collection. Thank you so much. All right, next, I have another auto that I picked up. These are a couple, I think they're silk cachet envelopes. And this one is signed by Pete Rose. This is commemorating his 3,000th hit, May 5th, 1978. Really happy to add another Pete Rose auto to the collection. Hopefully one day he's in the Hall of Fame. And the seller also included another silk cachet envelope, also from May 5th, 1978, but this one is not signed. I'm a big fan of these envelopes. They're really well made. I like the material that they use on these. So I try to pick these up when I can. Really nice auto right there. All right. Next, this one's sort of a letdown. I wish I had watched Stuke's video before I purchased this because I would have known what to look for. Unfortunately, I got duped, and I didn't realize it until it was too late. This is an exhibit of Mickey Mantle. Unfortunately, this is fake, and you can tell by the back. The backs don't look like this. They're more of a lighter color. They're not this sort of grayish background. So unfortunately, I was duped on this one. But it's still a cool item to have. I'm a huge Mickey Mantle fan, so I mean, I didn't pay a whole lot for it. These usually go for quite a bit more than what I paid for this one, but I imagine it's because there were people that knew what to look for and knew that this was fake. And unfortunately, I didn't. But Stukes has a video that points out what to look for when you're buying these exhibits, and it's a great tool to have, knowing what to look for with these. I just wish I had seen it sooner. But the seller did include a Topps Giants of Roy McMillan. It's kind of a throw-in. Maybe it's because he knew this was fake, I'm not sure. But he still threw this in, so kind of cool. I already had this, but I do like these Topps Giants. I think these are from 64, maybe. All right, moving on to another Mickey Mantle item. Let me go ahead and move this up a little bit so you can kind of see this. This is a 1964 Auravision record, Mickey Mantle. I'm a huge fan of these things, and I've wanted to pick this Mickey Mantle one up for quite a while. And I finally found one for about the price that I was willing to purchase this for. It was like $32 or something with tax and shipping. But this one's also unpunched. It does have, I didn't notice this when I purchased it, but it does have a little sort of stain. I think you can kind of see it in the corner. Right there. I'm not sure, something maybe spilled on it or something. So that's certainly going to hurt the value, but otherwise it's in really nice shape, and I was looking for one that was unpunched. But these are really cool because of the size, and it's just got the complete statistics on the back, a little story. These are just really cool. I'm so happy to add this Mickey Mantle to the collection. Any Mickey Mantle is a good Mickey Mantle, so slowly building up the Mantle collection. Really cool item there. All right, next I picked up, now this was actually sealed, but I opened this up to show it on somebody else's channel. This is the complete set of 1976 Isley's Sweet William discs. And since it's already opened, I'll go ahead and show you all of the different cards that are in here. I'm also a big fan of these discs. Really kind of cool. We'll start with Hank Aaron. And all the backs look like this. Next we have Johnny Bench. Vida Blue. Larry Boa. Lou Brock. Jeff Burrows. John Candelaria. Jose Cardinal. Rod Carew. Steve Carlton. Dave Cash. Cesar Cedeno. Ron Cey. Carlton Fisk. Tito Fuentes. Steve Garvey. Ken Griffey. Don Gullett. Willie Horton. Al Herboski. Pete Rose. Nolan Ryan. Manny Sanguian. Mike Schmidt. Tom Seaver. Ted Simmons. Reggie Smith. Willie Stargell. Rusty Staub. Rennie Stennett. Reggie Jackson. There's actually a few of these with different backs. that I've seen where it actually lists him as a Baltimore Oriole, which, as far as I know, is the first card from the time that lists him as a Baltimore Oriole. So I'd love to get that version of this. Next, we have Catfish Hunter, Randy Jones, Jim Cott, Don Kessinger, Dave Kingman, Jerry Kuzman, Mickey Lolich, Greg Lazinski, Fred Lynn, Bill Madlock, Carlos May, John Mayberry, Bake McBride, Doc Medich, Andy Messersmith, Rick Monday, John Montefusco, Jerry Morales, Joe Morgan, Thurman Munson, Bobby Mercer, Al Oliver, Jim Palmer, Dave Parker, Tony Perez, Jerry Royce, Brooks Robinson, Frank Robinson, Steve Rogers, Don Sutton, Andy Thornton, Louis Tiant, Joe Torre, Mike Tyson, Bob Watson, Wilbur Wood, Jimmy Wynn, Carl Yastrzemski, and the last one, Richie Zisk. I actually found this set on eBay, and there's still several of them available, even a couple months later. So I'd like to pick up another one, but I think I paid $20 for the set plus shipping, so maybe like 27, 28 bucks maybe. But really happy to get this. This is kind of loaded with Hall of Famers, and the fact that it's still sealed when it arrives, kind of a cool item to have from the 70s. Next, here are some of the card pickups that I've made. First, we have a 1961 Don Drysdale. Certainly off center, but fairly sharp. Minimal corner wear. And the price was really good for this. Next, we have a 1962 Nellie Fox. And this one's super sharp. These 1962s. It's hard to find these without nicks and dings all over these edges and corners. And this one just looks really nice. All right, next, we have a 1966 Frank Robinson. Another really nice card. Sort of slowly picking up Frank Robinson cards where I can. I think he's underappreciated in the hobby for what he did. Next we have a Harmon Killebrew, 1966. Really off center on the back. The front is not quite as bad, but still off center, but it's fairly sharp. Next we have a 1967 Hoyt Wilhelm. Just minor corner wear. This one's pretty bad, I guess. Eddie Matthews, also 1967. This one's pretty good. It's weird seeing the Astros. Here's the 67 Frank Robinson. Fairly sharp. Little off center. Not too bad. All right, this one, I definitely want to get a better copy of this, but I got this for a couple bucks. Might have been like $2.50 or something. So, sort of a placeholder, but Burt Blyleven rookie. Definitely not in the greatest shape, but no creases. And for the price, I'll certainly take it. Also 1971, Bill Mazeroski. This will probably be TTM Fuel. I have a really nice copy of this, but when it arrived, it was so nice I didn't want to send it out to get signed, so I decided to pick this one up for a couple bucks. Send this one out at some point, get it signed. This is also TTM Fuel. This one's in rough shape, but for a TTM, I'm fine with it. This is an Al Hrabosky rookie. Certainly very off-center corner wear, but it'll look nice signed. Another item for TTM Fuel. Sent to this individual in 2025, so I have to get the Earth 2025. So here's this 1972 Bill Lee. Great image, pretty well centered, not too bad. Certainly sharp. All right, next I have several 1973s for my set build, just sort of upgrading from what I had. Here's a Loop Rock. Not too worried about the centering from this set because it's atrocious, but I do want sharp corners and nice edges, so this sort of fits what I'm looking for. Next we have Harmon Killebrew. Al Kaline. 1972 batting leaders, a couple Hall of Famers, Billy Williams and Rod Carew. Moving on to 1974, Willie McCovey. (1973) stolen base leaders, Tommy Harper, Lou Brock. And Gaylord Perry. And these will go into my 74 set build. These are all replacements for cards that I already had. This is a card I didn't have for my 76 build. Nolan Ryan. Love this card. Really sharp. Off center, but really sharp. Really happy with this. Next, this is a 1982. Going to send this off for TTM Fuel. The Chicken. Get Ted Gianolis to sign this. Next, this is also TTM Fuel. 1984 Donruss, Wade Boggs. Always loved this set. Could not find this back in the day. Never had this card before. Really happy to have it. Second year. And I also picked this up for TTM Fuel. Ryne Sandberg, also second year. Next, moving on to 1985, picked up another Kirby Puckett rookie, 85 Donruss. Moving on to 1990 Leaf, Larry Walker. I have several of these, but I got this for like 99 cents, so Hall of Famer, does TTM, so why not? All right, now we're moving into some modern cards. Sort of picked up some rookies of, some up-and-comers, a couple established stars. These are 2024, Topps Chrome, a couple Wyatt Langfords. Up a couple of his first Bowmans from 2024. Next, we have a 2017 Bowman Draft. Juan Soto. Next, this guy will be coming over to major leagues, I believe, next year. This is a 2021 Topps. This is Munetaka Murakami. He had a season a couple years ago where I believe he had 55 home runs, so certainly has some power. So we'll see what he does in the major leagues. I also picked up a couple of his 2022s. These are Bowman. Next, this is a 2022. This is a Topps Heritage Spencer Strider rookie. I do have a couple of these, but with him being hurt all last year, his cards have significantly dropped, and I expect big things from this guy, so picked up another one of these. The 1973 design. And picked up another rookie. This is a 2022. And this is, I believe this is Heritage. Might be Archives. Yeah, I think it's Archives. But Julio Rodriguez. I didn't have this one. He sort of had a down year, but still expecting pretty big things from this guy, so this up for pretty cheap. All right, next, big fan of this guy. He's turning into a really nice player. These are 2022 Topps Finest. I picked up 4 Bobby Witt Jr. rookies. Don't have a lot of Bobby Witts in my collection, so found this lot on eBay. Pretty good deal. Decided to pick these up. All right, next, this guy's got a ton of hype, especially yesterday for his 1-1 patch rookie selling for something like $1.2 million or something, which is more than his entire rookie salary, which is crazy. But I didn't have a rookie of this guy, so I had to pick one up. This is Bowman Chrome. Paul Skeens. Happy to have a rookie of his in the collection. And I'll pick up a few more, but I'm not paying for the new car smell. I'll just wait. And at some point they'll all come back down. Next, I picked up a bunch of rookies of this guy. I followed him in Japan, and he was a fantastic pitcher. And he had a pretty good rookie year last year with the Dodgers, so decided to pick up several of his rookies. These are from Japan. These are Topps. These are 2022. Or sorry, these are Bowman from 2022. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Pretty cheap. Didn't pay a whole lot for these. All right, next, picked up a couple of Topps Chrome 2024. Picked up 3 Bowman rookies, 2024. 4 of his Topps Series 2. And this is a Topps Rainbow Foil. It came with this Topps sticker, so I haven't really messed with it. Not sure if this came directly from Topps or if somebody just stuck that sticker on there. I'm not really sure how that works. But just leave it in there. Next, I picked up one Bowman Sterling. And I picked up one Topps Chrome. I believe it's Cosmic. Move these off to the side. All right, next, really happy I bought these when I did. I picked these up probably October, early October, and I knew the guy was going to win the MVP, and so it's now his third MVP, and there's nobody like him playing today, and there's only really one person that can be comparable to this guy in history. So I had to beef up my rookie collection of this individual, and so I did. First, we will start with a 2014 Calbee Shohei Ohtani. And I sort of loaded up on Ohtani rookies and cards from Japan. Because at this point, there's really nothing else he has to prove. He's absolutely amazing. I picked up a couple of these 2016 Calbees. I'll show you the backs, and then you might have noticed that this is really similar to the 2014. But there is one minor difference when you have them side by side that you can notice. It just sort of tells you how spot on his swing is. All right, but let me show you. There you go. You can kind of see it's a little bit off. Different color bats, and then he's also wearing the pad right there, and he isn't on this one. And also his name is in Japanese, and here it's English. So this is a 2016 BBM Historic Collection. Shohei Ohtani. All right, now moving on to his 2018 rookies. And this is Diamond Kings, Shohei Ohtani. Now, normally I don't like buying modern, ultra-modern cards with no logos, but with Shohei Ohtani, I'll certainly make an exception. Just not a really big fan of players without logos. They look like they're playing in some sort of recreational adult softball league. had to make an exception for Otani, especially if it's affordable, because his card prices are certainly going up every day. All right, same thing with this one. This is an optic Shohei Otani. Next, I already had this one, but picked up another. This is his Bowman rookie. Next, we have the Bowman Platinum. These cards are much nicer in person than I expected. Absolutely ecstatic to get this one. This is a card that I've wanted for a long, long time. This is his Topps rookie, Series 2, I believe, right? Yeah, Series 2. Really happy to have this card. This card is certainly going up in value. And I also got his update rookie. And this is another one that I was really happy to get. Just love this. Love this card. Love this set. The original set. 1953 Topps. It's gotta be my favorite set from the 50s. This is from the Topps Living 2018 Shohei Otani. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous card. All right, next, here's a couple cards that I picked up from my player runs. Both of these are sort of off-center, but they're super sharp, so I'm not sure which one I like more. It's the 1967 Carl Yastrzemski. Of course, this is his Triple Crown year. So I don't mind having two of these. This is probably the better one. Getting close to completing my player runs. Just a couple more yeahs to go. Then I'll probably turn my focus to another group. And I do already have this one, but this one's a little better centered. 1969 Topps. Moving on to Orlando Cepeda. And this is an upgrade, 1959 Topps. The one that I have isn't nearly as nice as this one. This one's really sharp, little off center, bright white edges, lettering. Little off white on the back. That's okay. Certainly presents really well from the front. And the one that I did have had some sort of, like, I don't know, almost looked like somebody wrote on something on top of this card or something, because there's like this impression or something like right along here, just a line. This one's really nice. All right, next, after I think 6 attempts, I finally got a 1967 Cepeda without a crease in it. Really happy to get it. This was so much harder to get than I expected. But yeah, happy with this one, even if it's a little off center, just because it doesn't have a crease in it. And at this point, I'm not even in the mood to buy another one. It shouldn't take you 6 tries to get one without a crease. But but I guess that happens. And last, really love this card. This is a card that I'm adding to the Billy Williams Player Run 1969 Topps. Bought a couple of them. Just love how he's smiling right there. Really good image. You can see the background. Really gorgeous background. And I will finish the video with a few graded cards. First, we have a 1989 Upper Deck Randy Johnson rookie, SGC 9. One of the greatest pitchers of my lifetime for sure. So I wanted to get a nice copy of this card. I have several of them raw, but threw down the money to get a graded one. And I don't have to have a 10. Mint is good enough for me, so. Next, I have this card raw. I have it in a BGS 8, and I picked it up really cheap for a near mint to mint PSA 8. Say what you want about Sammy Sosa, but him and McGwire saved baseball in '98, and so he'll always hold a special place for me because that was a summer that I will never forget, let me tell you. It was absolutely electric. And so, happy to get another Sosa Leaf rookie into the collection. And the last card I'll be showing today, this is a 2022 Bowman Platinum Julio Rodriguez in an SGC 9. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Till next time, thanks for watching the video, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.